Now let's start our little experiment here. So we're going to click on the nanoscope icon, the software will start, and the new thing you're going to see is the experiment selector. We're going to select ScanAsyst and ScanAsyst in air. The system will now initialize itself. And then come up with the experiment selected. The first thing we want to do is we want to align a probe. For ScanAsyst in air, we recommend using the ScanAsyst in air probes. If you just go for simple topographic imaging, it's only one probe for every experiment that you can come up with. We align the probe, then we center the reflected beam on the detector. It's about 4.5 volt sum signal here. The crosshair will mark the position of the tip itself. We then continue to the navigate window where we can move the sample around, and we can also move the head up and down to focus onto the sample. You can either use the mouse or the trackball to move the stage and to focus on the sample. So the sample will come into focus now. The sample we have here is a SRAM structure. Okay, that looks about perfect. We change the scan size. There was an offset in there from the previous user, so we changed it to 0. And then we simply click on Engage. If you want to change parameters, you can set the ScanAsyst parameter settings to individual, and then you have the option of changing any parameter. The force window here, we want to undock that one by right-clicking on the window, selecting the undock option. It can sometimes happen that the window disappears in the back, then just get it back by clicking on the main menu bar. There we are. Now we want to select force versus Z in the top window and force versus time in the bottom window, and we want to auto-scale both windows. Auto-scaling of images is also a new feature in software version 8.10. Excellent. Now on the top window we see the traditional force versus Z curve. At the bottom we see the force curve in the time domain. The system is already scanning. It automatically selected a small scan area, and you can see the images without any streaks. Tracking is just perfect. So the system basically optimized itself at this point. If you want to force the system to optimize again, just click on the auto config button in the force monitor window. Now we're going to select a larger scan size, 50 micrometers in this case. And that will be the only thing we're going to change in terms of the scan parameters. Everything else is going to be adjusted completely automatic. If you click on the auto scale update button, the color scale will be updated instantaneously, otherwise you have to wait a couple of scan lines for the system to update it. We also started the scan to go top to bottom, and you can see the actual line trace in the bottom window. It's clean, it's tracking fine, there are no streaks. So without changing any parameters, we continued through our imaging process, and you can see the 3D image almost being finished here. Again, it's a very clean image, and what we can do now with it, we save it after capturing. Then we go to the image analysis. We drag the image into our analysis window. We simply plane level it. Boom. Now we go to our 3D display. We can change the color scale by right-clicking on the color bar. Adjust maybe to the more familiar table 12. Then we display it in 3 dimensions with an artificial light source. Change the orientation by either using the mouse and or typing in the appropriate viewing parameters. We can adjust the histogram. And then we are done. It is really that easy. Go ahead, try it and have fun.